and welcome back to Anne's Family Recipe. Today I'm testing out 3 recipes from the latest Food Network magazine and I'm sharing the results with you. First up, from the May-June double issue of Food Network magazine, I'm trying out this air fryer coconut shrimp with pineapple salad. Now, I was most intrigued by the method of cooking for the shrimp. I've never tried air fried shrimp before, and they came out awesome, and they're super simple to make. The one thing that I would change in the future is just adding a little bit more flavor to the breading mixture. So you can see I whisked together 2 eggs with a pinch of salt, and then I'm tossing together half a cup of panko breadcrumbs and 1 cup of unsweetened shredded coconut. I think I might try sweetened coconut flakes in the future. I'm not sure if that would burn from the sugars, but I think I would love that extra flavor and sweetness there. And also maybe a little bit of salt and pepper, a little garlic powder perhaps, a pinch of chili powder, just something to sort of spice it up a little bit. I used a small bag of frozen shrimp. They were medium in size and they were shelled and deveined already. Once they had defrosted, I dipped them into the egg mixture and then into the panko breadcrumbs and shredded coconut. But the cooking method was awesome. I brushed the inside of my air fryer basket with a little bit of olive oil, and then I put the shrimp in for 6 minutes, flipping them halfway through, and they came out perfect. The salad calls for fresh pineapple, so here I'm just showing you how I cut one up. Along with the cubed pineapple, I also diced up a couple of bell peppers. I think I doubled the recipe for this here. And then I also sliced a red onion very thinly. For the dressing, you combine fresh lime juice with olive oil and some Thai sweet chili sauce. Now, on this day, I didn't have that sauce, so I used sweet and sour sauce and then a pinch of red pepper flakes, and it had great flavor. Then you stir this all together, and it's best if you let it sit for a little bit so that all the flavors marry together. And just so you know, all of these recipes will be linked in my description box below. I ended up putting my shrimp right on top of the salad. The salad was definitely my favorite part. It had great flavor. The shrimp I thought could use a little more flavor, but I loved that cooking method of using the air fryer. Next up is a warm 3-bean salad. I started by whisking together the dressing. That was 3 tablespoons of olive oil, 2 tablespoons of fresh lemon juice, a tablespoon of grainy mustard. I used a spicy brown mustard here, a minced clove of garlic, and half a teaspoon each of kosher salt and black pepper. Then I prepped my other ingredients for the salad. So this included a can of cannellini beans. These were northern white beans, but they have a very similar flavor and texture. And then I also diced up a red onion. I added a teaspoon of olive oil into a large nonstick skillet over about medium heat, and then I sauteed the red onion for a couple of minutes until it had softened. Then I added in 1 bag of shelled edamame that I had thawed, along with 1 bag of green beans that I had cooked in the microwave. Lastly, I added in the white beans that I had drained and rinsed, and then tossed this all together just until it had warmed through. For a garnish, I chopped up a little bit of fresh parsley that is from my new container garden outside that I'm trying to keep alive this summer. So far it's going well. To pull the salad all together, I just put all the beans into the dressing and tossed it together to coat everything in the sauce, and then I sprinkled the fresh parsley over top. And this was incredible. It was so delicious and flavorful. You could make a variation of this cold too. I think that would be equally as delicious, but this is kind of a play on that classic 3-bean salad. We ate this with roasted salmon that had some Greek seasonings on it and roasted red skin potatoes that I also seasoned with a lot of garlic and onions and herbs. It was such an incredible meal. I love this one. Last but not least, we tried out these pineapple upside down cake skewers, which were right up my alley. I love pineapple upside down cake and anything buttery. I covered a baking tray with aluminum foil and sprayed it lightly with nonstick spray. Then I took an all butter loaf cake. So this is a pound cake that I just bought at the grocery store and cubed it up. For my family, I just used about half of the pound cake. For the sauce, I combined 4 tablespoons of melted unsalted butter with half a cup of brown sugar, a teaspoon of vanilla extract, and a little pinch of salt, and I whisked that all together. Then I made my kebabs. I used wooden skewers and I alternated chunks of pineapple and the cubed pound cake. I used about 5 or 6 pieces per skewer. Then I used my silicone pastry brush to spread the buttery, sugary mixture all over the kebabs. Now this recipe is technically supposed to be grilled, but we don't currently have a grill, so I used my broiler and it worked out pretty well. I popped these in under high. I had my oven rack kind of up near the top, so the skewers were only a couple of inches from the heat source, and then I just kept a very close eye on them because I didn't want them to burn. So I cooked them for a couple minutes on the first side and then flipped them all over so that everything would brown and kind of caramelize evenly. And then when they were finished cooking, I topped each one off with a maraschino cherry. These tasted so good. My whole family loved them, especially my son Ben. I think these would be really delicious if you pulled them off of the skewers and put all of these ingredients over top of a bowl of vanilla ice cream. I love that caramely brown sugar butter mixture on top of the pound cake. That was my favorite bite of the whole skewer. But overall, this recipe was fantastic, and I definitely recommend trying this one out this summer. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. You can follow me over on Instagram at AnnStanleyRecipe, and give this video a thumbs up if you like these Food Network recipe testing videos here on my channel. Thank you so much for joining me here today, and I'll see you again soon.